Hey guys, it's PonkyPlays. Welcome to a Watcher of Realms video. So I'm gonna go ahead and be doing some summonings today, but I also wanted to just quickly catch you guys up with some of the things that's been going on in my game. I was able to push a little further in faction trials, so I was able to get the free legendary hero, which I actually got a twin fiend, so I was able to get him to an A2 right now, which is pretty nice because that increases his Lord skill and his damage. And then faction team members crit damage by 8%, which is nice. So that was really exciting. And then I also have been able to get a little further in my gear dungeons. So unfortunately, I did it on like the last day that the gear dungeons were up, so I wasn't able to show you guys anything, but look forward to a video on that soon. But yeah, let's just go ahead and really quickly start with some gear though, forging, because I have a little bit to do, and hopefully I'll get lucky with this as well as with the summons. Let's see. Okay. Uridan, that's a pretty decent piece for him. Rage Regen Auto +3, Phantom Strike and Soul Harvest deal 30% extra damage. I believe I have at least one of his pieces already, but it wasn't like great rolls. I do think it was decent stats or substats though. Okay, let's see. Interesting, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that piece. Okay, let's go with the Smoldering Scale. Okay, I feel like I get a lot of really good rings for Cataclysm. Not bad. Okay rolls. I wish I had better. I'm thinking of this one, the Tempered Will rings, because I feel like my defenders definitely need a lot more love. So being able to get more of these would be great. At least, you know, good pieces. Okay, let's do the last one for these. Ooh, and also Unshaken Will. I don't have much of it at all. When deployed, HP +20. When attacked, recovers some HP. It's really, really good. And that's a really good piece, too. Yeah, actually not terrible. I could re-roll it to get even better stats. Not bad. Okay. I mean, not the most exciting, but at least some pieces. And then I think I have a 10 piece that I can, or yeah, I can do 10 artifact summonings. Oh, let's see. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's nice. So I can get Mordant's exclusive up a little bit more, which is awesome. Lusts as well. This is my first Leia exclusive, which hers seems pretty decent. When the ultimate is triggered, there's a 50% chance, which I believe that eventually goes up to 100%. To either apply a 60 points of attack speed increase, rage regen increase by 30%, or crit damage increase by 30%. It's a little sad that's a RNG, so you don't know which one you're gonna get, but all three are pretty good. And then Shield of Valor, I think, is pretty decent too. Increases max HP by 10%. During the Elven Blessing, deals 100% AoE damage to up to 5 targets and restore 10% HP every 10 seconds. Yeah, that's not bad for her at all. Okay. I am not mad about that 10 pull at all. Well, let's see. So I do have a decent 80 pulls for Ancients. I haven't pulled Ancients in a bit. And then I've got some Divines. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I am going to do the Valise and Malvira banner though. So I think I'm kind of close to Pity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, I'm at Pity right now. So I'm expecting to probably see one here. And then for Ancients, I don't know how long it's been since I've done a Lord, but I don't think it's been... Like, I feel like I'm pretty close to. Okay, so it's been just slightly over 90 since my last Lord, so I still could possibly not see a Lord. But maybe if I get lucky. Anyways, let's go ahead and start with the Legendary Summoning Crystals and go from there. Okay, so I did get lucky. Let's see what I get. Nice. SRF seems pretty cool. The World Eater, okay. That's exciting. I do have Demi, who's a great Cultist Lord. But, I mean, I don't mind having a ground unit Cultist Lord either. I know I've like quickly glanced at his kit and I've seen some videos where he seems to deal pretty decent damage. I definitely have to like really look into him and test him out, but that's awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going at it just to see if I get lucky with anything else. Okay, not bad at least. I'm glad I wasn't needing to hit Mercy. I do think though that might give me enough points so that I can get a few more summonings going on. So let me really quickly go ahead and check and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. Unfortunately there wasn't any event going on that went with the summonings, so I didn't have any other shards that I could get. But that's fine. I'm gonna go through the new champion, since I only got the one, and go through their kits, and then call it good. If you guys haven't seen his kit either, this is gonna be a first for me looking at his kit that intently. Let's see, because I know that he's a fighter, and the Cultist Lord. So his talent specializes in draining life force from the weak and converting it to dark spores, which stacks up to 5 times. Carrying it grants immunity to most debuffs. Okay. To aid the caster in battle, when deployed, enters World Destroyer mode, a mode of focused combat. If carrying at least 1 stack of dark spores, consumes 1 stack of dark spores to deal 430 AoE damage to up to 10 enemies in large area ahead. This effect has a 5-second cooldown, and then gains 2 stacks of dark spores. Okay, so he immediately gets 2 stacks and enters the World Destroyer mode as he's deployed. That's pretty nice. He has a so a square ahead of him, a big square, I guess. Range deals 100% AoE damage to up to 8 enemy targets 1 time, and that goes up to 120. Not bad. Let's see, his ultimate World Destroyer mode switches to the World Devourer mode. So he's in World Destroyer mode and World Devourer mode. Interesting. It goes down to 200 and then... So it goes down to 50. HP restored plus 10% upon devouring. So he's one of those like Dioshan that can just switch in between modes. I'm assuming each mode does a different thing, obviously. A mode of focused recovery. When Dark Spores is not at full stacks, devours 1 allied summon in the basic attack range or one enemy with HP below 50%. So he can devour enemies as well. Interesting. Ineffective against allied special summons or elite and boss enemies. Restores the caster's 25% HP. And gains 1 stack of Dark Spores. After devouring an allied summon, additionally gains 1 stack of Dark Spores and takes 2 seconds to trigger again. After devouring an enemy, takes 10 seconds to trigger again. So the World Devourer mode is more about, it seems, healing, at least according to this. So one mode is the one where he's actually consuming the either ally summons, or he's, I guess, consuming monsters, which is not bad. And then the other one is just the big AoE burst. Okay. And then his passives, World Destroyer mode, special attacks inflict vulnerability to magic damage, which that is a 25% vulnerability, which is not bad. And then the threshold, and executes enemy with HP below 20%, which goes up to 30%. That's really nice. So whenever he triggers his special attack during the World Destroyer mode, not only is he granting vulnerability, but he's also executing. I like that. And then when carrying Dark Spores, increases attack and damage reduction by 10%. When triggering World Devourer mode, Devour effects deal 130 AoE damage to up to 8 enemies around the target and inflict stun on them. If the devoured target is an allied summon, restores 5% rage to its owner, and if the owner belongs to the cursed cult, an additional 10% rage. Does that mean that if it's a cultist, it restores 15% rage? And then the damage goes up to 200. The attack and damage reduction goes up to 20%. That's definitely really nice. And that's a lot of rage too. I don't know which champions I own that have summons other than like Anora, but I don't think hers is considered, I think, a special summon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure hers is considered a special summon, so I don't think hers would get devoured at all. And I do have, what's his face? Cerex, who's also a cultist, I believe. I'm assuming he can devour Cerex's summons. I don't know, I would have to definitely look around and test him out. And then his Lord skill increases faction team members' basic attributes by 15%, increases their damage dealt to enemies inflicted with slow, stun, freeze, immobilize state, and other CC effects by 30%, and then increases faction team members' damage by 25% when the Lord is on the battlefield. So is that by itself? So he's increasing the damage dealt to CC stuff, and then also just a flat 25% damage increase. And then when he's on the battlefield and an allied summon dies, increases all faction team members' damage by an additional 5% for 15 seconds, second up to 5 or 3 times. Because if these are different damage increase effects, that's a lot. It's definitely a pretty good Lord skill. And then Awakening Helm, let's see. So when World Destroyer mode special attack is triggered, increases AoE damage by 15% for the hero and all allied mages on the field for 8 seconds. It's actually really, really nice. Especially because it's all mages, it's not even cultists. I like that. And then extra attack increases faction team members' AoE damage by 5%. That's your typical cultist increase. Awaken 3. Every 2 triggers of World Devourer mode, Devourer effect grants an extra stack of Dark Spores. Okay. And then Penetration. And World Destroyer mode, special attack ignores 25% magic resistance. Seems pretty good. I wonder, because the World Destroyer mode says it deals damage in a large area ahead. So I don't know if that just means the same as his reach. I don't think so though. In here, at least in the video, it makes it seem like it's like 3 tiles ahead. If that's the World Destroyer mode, at least. I'm not sure about that, but either way, that's pretty cool. I wish he had like a little bit more detail on that though, but I don't know. He seems like a pretty nice champion for sure. I need to test him out and see where he's gonna be best at, but I don't know. I'm excited to try him out for sure. Well, there you guys go. That's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know if you guys did any summoning and if you got lucky with any of them. I mean, I was hoping to get something from my legendary summoning crystals, but that's fine. Either way, I still got a new lord, which sounds really cool. But yeah, that'll be it. So until the next video, guys, take care.